right, welcome back. Full crowd tonight. We got all four members of the Dirty 30 pod because it's a big one. It's a big one. We're going to review all the trades of the offseason. I think we have seven of them if I did my
We
loosey-goosey math. Not bad, not bad. We sometimes we get like 10, but seven's not too bad. Then we're going to predict the first round. Devi, Christian, y'all weren't here last week. Christian, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. It was pretty painful giving back the trophy, giving away the
Mm,
trophy this offseason, but it went to its rightful owner and we'll just try and get it back again.
that's all you can ask, right? All you
Yep.
can ask. Devi, how you doing, buddy? Missed you last week.
I know. I told Maddie I was out mowing lawn at 8 and I was just preparing for the draft. I was mowing
Absolutely,
lawn. I was reading the draft magazine while I was mowing. It was great.
absolutely. Two days away here. We're recording this on Tuesday. We will be drafting on Thursday. Kyle, how you feeling about the draft coming up?
Just want to get it over. Let's get the trades going with the real season. Let's start wheeling and dealing.
I know.
Sick of the off season. Let's go.
I know. What kind of hurts? It's like yeah, we draft on Thursday and then we got like 2 weeks to wait until actual football starts. That kind of sucks. So. A little
Mm.
different, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. So I'm sure we'll have some follow up after the draft podcast here. So we can kind of go around the horn here, thinking about like what's on our brain. You pick out one thing, kind of you're thinking about going into next year's or this year's draft, right? Kyle, you want to start us off here? What do you got kind of on your brain for going into the draft?
I guess the prominent thing that's on my brain is where do the quarterbacks go? I think the quarterback is so deep this year, and I know sometimes we have people stretching, taking Patrick Mahomes in the second a couple years ago. Just kind of some
Oh,
weird
that is.
picks around there. But I think this
I'll
year
do it
they go
again.
late.
Yeah, always the fun one with this draft, right? Like some people, take some early, and then some people are like, I am gonna wait until round 14, right? So yeah, it'll be interesting one this year for sure. So
Yep.
Debbie, what's on your brain, buddy?
Uh, I didn't really think of one until a little bit ago, so I'm just gonna get a little selfish a bit.
Sure, sure, sure.
And what's on my brain is what's going on with that 101 pick. What is going on? I don't know if it's gonna stay or if it's gonna switch. I don't know.
Mm,
Always
And who's going at 101? I don't know. It's a mystery.
interesting. Well, a little
Yeah.
teaser for Thursday, huh?
Yeah.
Who goes 101? Well, we're gonna predict that here in a little bit, right? We'll predict that 101 pick here in a little while, but who it could go to. That's interesting too. I like to hear that you're open for business there.
Maybe.
My thing that's on my brain. We ever gonna get this punishment done, Derek? Right? That's kind of been on my brain.
Mhm.
You know, the the group chat gets flooded a little bit, then it goes silent. It gets flooded a little bit, it goes silent, right? I feel like it probably should have gotten done by now, right? Or at least should have been chosen by now. But I'll hold out hope, right? That's all I can really do at this point. Yeah, so punishment should have been done. I get like, hey, no one likes being punished. No one wants to draft from a dog cage or run a beer mile or be dressed up from the for the league, right? But it happened, right? That's kind of what we all signed up for. So yeah, Christian, what's on your brain, buddy?
yeah. The punishment was a good one. Definitely got to square that one away. I'm curious to know how the draft is going to go. This is the first one we've done in a while where probably like half the league is going to be remote. And like,
Mhm. Mhm.
so we're not going to have match cheat sheets. And I'm wondering who like people's rankings they're following because like Fantasy Pros and ESPN are way different.
Yeah.
So, and like usually you get a pretty decent feel of like who people around you at the physical draft are like leaning towards. And
Mhm.
this year it's kind of in the dark. So I think there's gonna be some surprise. There are every year, but I think there are gonna be some shockers for sure.
I actually like that a lot.
That's a good one. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that either. That's how DJ Moore gets taken in the second round, right? Right? Yeah, you look at
Yeah.
some different ranking, and all of a sudden, oop, DJ Moore's top 20 pick. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I dig it, man.
A bonus thought, is
Sure.
Eric bringing the veggie tray?
Ooh, absolutely,
For the
absolutely,
guys that are there, I'm very curious.
absolutely. I'm curious as well. I'm curious as well. So yeah, it sounds like we're getting pizza for sure, and outside of that, we don't really know too much, but pizza might do. Let me pull up these trades here. Let's see if we can kind of look at try to share my calendar. Oh, all right. All seeing that all right?
Yes.
All right, I'll kind of pull you off to the side here. And looking at 2026 keepers, guys in the yellows is the ones that are going back, right? Bowers and McConkey, Chase Brown, BTJ, Jameson, Bucky, JSN have all been, well, will be all be kept for a second year here, kind of at the bottom here. Are the trades that we've gone. I'll just kind of list them out real quick. If anything kind of stands out, stop me. We'll just kind of keep going from there here. Let's count them out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 trades so far this year. So first one, me and Craig kind of started us off here. I got Quinton Judkins, and then we did a 1 and a 4 for a 2 and a 3 swap there pretty early on. I don't know, probably been 3, 4 months now, right? After
Just
that
gave,
was
just gave him to you. Just gave him to
The baseline was 1 and 4 for 2 and 3, and
you.
then
That's
let's
like
throw in
the
Judkins.
most standard like even trade of all time that we've gone off of for 10 years.
that's true.
All of a sudden it's like, oh, here's a starting running back in the ninth round who's pretty good. Like you just keep him. But
Yeah, yeah. I was pretty happy. I
I've
was
made
pretty
bad
happy about
trades
it. I was
too.
pretty happy about it.
So yeah.
Yep. I was pretty happy about it. I guess I had 2 in a row here. I also traded with Marcus kind of shortly after there. I gave up an eighth for a 14th, and I got Travis Etienne in the seventh. Kyle and Christian pulled off a trade here, a little 11 for 14 swap with JMO being kept in the ninth. We had Craig and Devi here. We had a little Tyler Warren trade a few weeks back. It was a 10th for a 14 swap. I kind of like that for all parties. Tyler Warren kind of late, intriguing to me, right? Devi didn't give up a whole lot. Craig wasn't going to keep him, so right, might as well kind of go for it there. Tanner and Christian swapped ones, which I think is of the number 104 and the 107. Is that right, Christian?
Yeah, I've
Right,
been
swapped
bad with
one.
numbers this offseason, but yeah,
It's
that's
all,
correct.
it's all good. We got that one right. We got that one right with Bayshall Tootin being kept in the 13th. I like that one too for kind of all parties. I think I texted y'all saying, "Hey, like I like that one."
Mhm.
Craig and Devi pulled off a Emeka Ibuka trade for a fourth round pick for a 11th. Ibuka being kept in the sixth. And we just kind of had one a few days back. Christian lost Jaden Higgins, had to find a keeper, so we did a 1 and a 4 for a 2 and 3 swap, plus a eighth for a 14th, and Christian got BTJ in the seventh. Anything
Yeah.
else kind of stand out to you guys? Anything?
That's the framework for the Judkins trade. That's something like that needed to happen if Judkins was going to get traded, not
Like,
what ended up happening.
don't get me wrong. Like, I tried to talk down Derek to doing a little, like, I tried to talk into getting like his 12th or something like that, or something a little better. But like at the end of the day, it was like a 1 and 4 for a 2 and 3, and then it was the exact same trade Matt and Marcus did.
Mhm.
So it was just ETN's a
Yeah,
little better keeper than BTJ, at least in my opinion.
yeah, it's the same round and stuff. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's kind of where it came from. It was just like, okay, well, if
yeah.
we're going off that, I mean, he wasn't just going to give me BTJ in the seventh for
No.
swapping first and fourth, whatever it was. But
Right.
Rody and I were talking about this a little bit before we pressed record last week. Kind of wondering how many people even swap like 1s and 4s and 2s and 3s kind of going into next year, right? Just with a lot of good players coming back, right? That
yeah.
second round looks pretty good. That third round looks pretty good. So, yeah,
Hmm.
just kind of something to keep in mind going into the draft here.
Hmm.
All right. Let's stop share. Let's pull something else. We're going to kind of predict our first round. Another uh, staple in the podcasting industry here that we do. We try to predict our first round. I don't have a first round pick this year. Who else doesn't? Derek doesn't have a first round pick this year. So we got two Christian picks to the 4 and then the 8. And then we got two Craig picks at the 3 and the 9. Remind me again here. What was kind of order that we chose? I think I might lead
I
us
think I
off.
was third.
Let me kind of
So
look
I would
up.
be 3, 6.
I think I was 4.
Yes, so it's me, Christian, Rody, Dev was kind of what we thought here. I
Just kidding.
essentially I just don't want you guys to pick in your
Just
own.
kidding. Yeah.
That's kind of what I was
Then
thinking.
I'm 2.
So,
Okay.
so we've always kind of done this like, hey, if you run this person's team, right? Like, what would you do? Yeah, sound kind of fair to kind of keep that up. All right.
Yep.
So Debbie, I'm gonna pretend to be you. That's kind of a wild thing, but I'll be Debbie for a little bit.
Enjoy.
What a
I will.
It's a bold move.
I will. Couple options for me, right? I think like for sure I'm going running back, but I think Gibbs is my first round pick if I had the 101. Just feel slightly better about the Lions and the Falcons. If you want to go Bijan, I'm not yelling at you. If you want to go Chase, Puka, I'm not yelling at you really. But Gibbs would be my 101. He has Ibuka, he has Warren. I think you kind of got to go running back in my opinion. But Christian, you're on the clock. You're Eric. He has Odunze in the 7th. He has Chase Brown in the 8th. Who are you taking for him at the 102?
Yeah, it's tough. Like I think that this player is a better fantasy football player, but I would probably choose the other. So I'm gonna take Bijan Robinson. The only reason I say that is because I just don't feel good about having two Bengals right off the bat. You know,
Mhm,
like I
mhm, mhm.
I don't love Chase Brown. I mean, he's good value in the 8th round, obviously, but like I can't hitch my wagon to two Bengals, and plus he just banged up his knee, and it's like, just kind of the safer option in my opinion is just taking Bijan. He's gonna get 300 touches. Obviously, assuming he stays healthy. They lost
Mhm.
Algier. Their offense is not going to be as good as the Bengals, but I think he's so fucking good, it doesn't matter. So I would take Robinson over Chase if I were Eric, but
Yep, I think that's my 1-2 as well. Makes a lot of sense to me, buddy. Kyle, you're on the clock. You're going to be Craig. Let me just try to find Craig's keepers here. He's got JSN in the 8th. He's got Burden in the 12th. He also has the 109 coming later on. So he's at 103. You're running Craig's team. Who you taking, buddy?
First off, I'm going to be real surprised that Burden's a running back. And
Oh,
then
picture
yeah.
picture on the fly there. Hell yeah.
I think in true Craig fashion, I ain't scared. I think I would take Jamar over Puka. I think Puka's got a suspension maybe. Injuries, stuff like that. I know Jamar got hurt today, but I'm betting on the Jamar Burrow connection for lasting the whole year if I'm Craig. So let's start three receivers.
Oh yeah, buddy. Chase, JSN, Burden. Got the
Hmm.
109 coming up.
That's a
Not
fucked up 1-2
not
for
too
sure.
bad. Not too bad.
With another first rounder.
With another first rounder. Yeah. Chase and JSN. That's a fun little combo right there. Debbie, you're being Christian's team. Christian's keeper is our JMO in the 9th. He's got Brian Thomas Jr. in the 7th. He also has the 108 coming after this pick. So
That's right. Not a bad spot to be in.
mm-mm.
Now, if I'm Christian, I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not overthinking anything. And I'm taking Puka. Just doing it. Not letting him fall to Kyle or Tanner or Tyler. He's mine. I'm taking him. And I'm just riding the wave with him and BTJ and JMO. I got three strong receivers off the bat, and I'm okay with it.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
do you guys feel like there's such an obvious drop? Like in this draft, I should say. Like after Puka, it's like it could be four different players.
yeah,
Hmm.
oh for sure. For
Like,
sure. The draft starts right here.
yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I've been looking at it. It's just like the guy I want at 8 could easily go 5. It wouldn't shock me one bit.
100%.
Yeah.
I also feel like the guy at 8 could also probably go like 15,
Yeah,
and that wouldn't surprise me either.
yeah, yeah.
Right? Like trying to parse out that part of the range, and we'll get there, right? But I'm pretending to be Kyle. He's got Rashi Rice in the 4th. He's got Olave in the 7th. Right, a couple nice wideouts coming there. His next pick is in the 2nd. Right. Oh man, if I was running Kyle's team, I honestly think I'd go a little safety, and not even that this guy is like safe, right? But I think Jonathan Taylor is the pick for me if I'm running Kyle's team. Try to get off of the CMC stuff. Just try to keep it, double off the wall, right? And I think Jonathan Taylor is a double off the wall, right? CMC injury stuff scares me a little bit. If you're looking wide receiver, who's probably next off the board, like ARSB, which I mean that would also be kind of sick with Rice on Olave, I guess. I mean that wouldn't be bad either, but I think I'm kind of focusing on running back. I take Johnny Taylor. CMC stuff just scares me just a tad. So I'm just gonna go double off the wall, and that's Jonathan Taylor in my books. Um, Christian, you're Tyler this time around.
Yep.
Tyler's got Hampton on the 3rd. I guess I should ask. Jonathan Taylor, surprising pick, not surprising pick.
I don't think so. I mean, I definitely think he's one of those 4 players that I would pick in in that situation, 4 or 5
The
guys.
next grouping
He's
of guys.
Yeah, he's easily right there. He's like a Bijan Robinson. It's like he's gonna get 300 touches if he's healthy.
Yeah, I mean, I had him last year. He was fucking awesome. Right? He just was.
Dude, when he's on,
He was awesome, man.
fucking-
Like he single-handedly just won lots of games. So
yeah.
Hmm.
for Christian, Christian's being tied. He's got Hampton in the 3rd, Pickens in the 6th.
Yeah.
Next pick is the 2nd round. Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
I mean, like, it would not shock me one bit, and I'm sorry, Tyler may hate me if I'm throwing this out in the universe for people to see, but picking in front of Tanner is a big deal. Like, it is 100% like you want to stick it to your brother on who he may pick. So, and I don't know, like, Tanner's keeping Loveland, Tootin, and he's, I guess this is his first round pick. So fuck, dude, I don't know. I mean, you could go CMC, knowing you have another running back to kind of like hang out there, and that's who I would take. So that's who I'm going to pick here. I'm going to pick CMC, but I do think Justin Jefferson is 100% in play in this spot.
Yep.
100%. He's not going to get him on the other side. So,
Yeah. No, there's a grouping of players, right? CMC is one of them. We've talked about a couple of other guys too, right? Yeah, I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. CMC, Hampton, Pickens, right? Like, not a bad way to start your draft there. So, who we got up next year? We got Debbie. Debbie, are you Tanner's pick?
I think I got it.
Oh, my bad, man. Tanner, who we got? Tanner's keepers are
Loveland and
Remember,
two.
Loveland and Tootin late. Yep, sounds good. Your Tanner's team. Who you got?
If I'm gonna go with him here, do you think he's gonna go wide receiver? And I do I do believe him when he says that he wants Dak late in the draft. And I think with that, I think he goes CD.
Lays gets a little Dak CeeDee Lamb stack. I don't
I
hate
do
it.
think St. Brown has a chance to go before Jefferson here. I just think he will be trying to target that stack later.
Okay, Lamb off the board. Interesting. Yeah, he's kind of a little later in my groupings, but like, yeah, if CeeDee Lamb goes 7th overall, right? Like I'm not yelling at anyone by any means. So I like that a lot. Devi, you're Christian. Christian's got you got Puka already this in the first round. He's also got JMO. He's got Brian Thomas Jr. He's got 3 wide receivers here. No second, no third. Who are you taking at this pick for Christian?
This is a very interesting spot to be in.
Mm,
Now, what I would do is go grab a bunch of beers because I'm not picking for a while and just celebrate that I get Amon-Ra so late.
mm.
And I'm very happy about it. And I'm going to need those beers for when it comes to picking some running backs. And
You're cool. You're cool with me having 2 Lions receivers. I'm cool with that too. But I mean,
Okay, yeah. I didn't piece that one
you
together.
almost can't pass on like if it was Lamb, I could pass on Lamb. If it was St. Brown, I don't think you could pass on St. Brown. I agree.
Yeah. It is tough, but I mean, like, come on.
Yeah,
I think this grouping of wide receivers is tough, right? Like Lamb, ARSB, Jefferson, right? Like where are they going to go is something like on my brain. Yeah, really interesting. Hmm, interesting. Amon-Ra, you got Puka. That's not too bad of wide receivers
You
right
get
there,
Goff
buddy.
later and you're just double tapping with Goff. I'm not afraid of that. You like the Lions offense. It's a fun offense. It's a great offense. They're gonna be putting up points.
it is. It is fun.
You're not
It
that mad about it.
I'll trade you Puka and a late round pick for Gibbs too while he's at it.
There you go.
is.
All setting it up.
Careful what you.
Oh, I'm gonna be Craig. Craig's got Chase. He's got JSN. He's got Burden. He's got 3 wide receivers here. Oh man,
Same boat.
same boat, right? Like Jefferson staring me in the face. Man, that's a tough one.
Chase, JSN, and Jefferson.
He does have 4 4th-round picks, which is kind of, or 3 4th-round picks, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You just kind of shoot your shot at, you just go shotgun approach at running back maybe and just take Jefferson. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill out the room. I'm going Jefferson, Justin Jefferson. To go with Chase, to go with JSN, to go with Burden. Yeah.
That's
Kind of,
wild.
and just kind of figure out running back later, right? Just hope a couple 4th-round picks kind of pan out. Not bad at all, man. Not too bad.
No.
Christian, round us out here. You're Marcus. You got Bowers late. You got McConkey late. Yeah, you can kind of go any direction with this. A lot of good players on the board here.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it could be one of these two. I think he's going to go probably both these players back to back because I think the receivers do drop off a little bit at this point for what's available. I mean, I think Marcus. I truly do believe Marcus does the least amount of research out of anybody.
Me too.
I do believe that. But he picks off rankings, and rankings experts are experts for, a reason. And I think he's just going to go Henry or Barkley, and then the other pick on the backside is going to be Henry or Barkley.
Yeah. Who do you want me to put
Logic.
here?
I'm going Henry. I think Henry's a first round pick. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
He just never lets you down. He just doesn't. I mean,
he's very double off the wall as well, right? Like
Is he in his single phase yet, or is he still hitting doubles?
dude, I don't have a reason to think that he's hitting a dub or a single. I just don't.
Me neither. I still think he's hitting doubles too. I think he wasn't like a top 8 running back last year. Lamar was hurt all year.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yep, I'm with you. I mean, I'm coming right around that corner too, right? Either of those guys are kind of staring me at the face. I'm interested. Yeah. Good first round, man. Good first round. A lot of good players. Like looks very similar to like a normal draft first round, right?
That's always fun.
Our keeper league is kind of going back for the most part. So, anything stand out to you guys? Anything we didn't talk about this first round?
A lot of talent in round two.
A lot of good
Yeah.
players on the board, still on the board. Yep,
Yep.
yep, for sure. A lot of good players still on the board.
And the best part is like none of these players in the first round are going to be kept next year because they're first round picks. And you're going to have Bowers coming back. You're going to have a lot of these good players getting tossed back in the pot.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to feel good players.
JSN should be a first round pick. I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah,
he would be, but
yeah. I mean, Drake London was a first round pick last year, right? Like, where's he go this year? Right? Just there's good players going back. It's good stuff. So
that's your
it'll
boy,
be
man.
fun. It'll be fun. We'll get at it here in a couple of days. So always a fun pod, talking first rounders, talking trades, talking what's on our brain. So appreciate you boys. We'll probably do like a review of the draft here at some point here. Yeah, kind of before football starts. So all right, we'll get at it. We'll see you guys again next later on. All right.
Good
Sweet.
luck.
All right, boys, later.